great party, isn't it?
Alright, let's begin.
Okay.
Alright, so Batman Mask of the Phantasm is a movie that came out in 19... Give me a moment.
96?
96? Yeah, 1996. It's
Hold
about
on.
Batman, and it's a brooding melodrama.
Oh my goodness, you are terrible at describing
No,
movies.
no, no.
No offense,
Let
but...
me just read off the back of the DVD.
Oh,
real
it's
quick.
1993.
1993, yeah. Wait.
Ooh.
So that was 1 year after Returns, Batman Returns.
Yeah, also, I checked the
Damn.
box office. Oof.
Yeah, did not do great. Did not do great.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think the marketing has to blame.
Partially. Alright, let's hop into this sucker now. Aiden,
Yeah.
what did you think of Batman Mask of the Phantasm?
Okay, we'll start with the positives. And, yeah. My first positives, can you go first, please?
What? So what do you mean, can I go first? Like there's not
No,
there's not a laundry list of positives to talk about.
I feel like you're gonna gush more about this too, so how about you get it started?
Alright. The crisp, beautiful animation. I must say, this movie is beautifully animated, and especially for how low budget it was too. Like this isn't that big of a budget, and it's pretty crisp, pretty good. Especially the opening title sequence with early CGI.
Okay, hold on.
You looking up the budget?
Yeah. It is... Okay, gonna have to go to the wiki. 6 million.
Yeah, which isn't a lot. It's pretty low
Well,
budget.
for animation, that's kind of... Back then, it's...
Nah, wait
pretty
a minute,
normal.
wait a minute. Let's try The Lion King. The Lion King budget, or Pocahontas is a better one, because that's also kind of...
Hunchback of Notre Dame, that's a better option.
Yeah. Alright, The Lion King was 45 mils, so yeah. And then, Hunchback was 70 mils, so yeah, relatively low budget.
Oh.
Yeah, but even with that said, it is beautifully animated with a
I'm
nice
going to give you that,
crisp
yeah.
2D animation style. Like, all the character designs are also really good. I just love the way it's all animated.
Mm-hmm.
It's very beautiful. And then the voice acting, too, all really great. Mark Hamill, forgot the lead Batman actor. Mark
Kevin
Hamill
Conroy.
especially, he kind of steals the show.
Kevin Conroy is Batman.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy, he's good at Batman. Mark Hamill steals the show. He's excellent. One of the best Jokers.
He's not even in the movie all that much.
I know, and he's still able to like have such a presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put him like I wouldn't put him above Heath, but I would put him up there. But yeah, Mark Hamill, amazing Joker. All the voice acting's great. It's got so many great moments. Oh my god. Like there's just so many scenes that like give me chills to this day. First of all, the opening credits. Come on, man. You got to like the opening credits.
I do.
With that music playing, the score, dude, it's incredible. It's like it's my favorite Batman score, easily.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I prefer the new Batman score.
Nah, it's good, but it's too basic. This one goes hard. Yeah, this one goes hard, dude. This one's got like choirs and like a whole symphony orchestra, dude. It's wacky.
Simplicity. Hold on. Less means more, and that the score is good in this one. This is definitely good. This is better than like Bale's score.
Nah, listen to this, bro. It goes hey ha hoo hee.
I've listened to the thing.
Exactly, bro. Mamma mia, that's a perfect score right there, dude. Just even like the Batman theme, it like rivals the Batman '89 movies theme. You don't remember the theme?
I remember the theme. I obviously remember the theme. I mean, Jesus, it's Danny Elfman and it's Batman score. How
Is
could
that
I
the
not
same? Is that the same theme?
wait, Bat? Oh, Jesus.
Those are
Okay,
two different
Batman.
themes, right? Mask of the
Batman.
Phantasm and 89.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I prefer this one. This
Okay,
one's
buddy.
above and beyond.
No,
Yes.
it's good. It's definitely in the top three, but no.
No, the score, it carries part of the movie. Part of the reason why the movie's so great is the score. Like, I don't know how the heck they were able to, like, for $5 million, get such a banger score plus such good animation.
Well,
It's like a full package right here. It's amazing. There's only like one thing there, like occasionally the animation will be kind of janky, like every now and then. I don't know if you
yeah.
noticed that.
Not really.
Every so often it's a little off, but
Uh,
for the most part, beautifully animated. Dude, I don't get it. Why you freaking think this is overrated? It's an
I
amazing
will
movie.
get to it when we get into my negatives, but you continue with your positives unless you don't
Is
have
there
any.
anything that you disagree with that I've said so far?
Not really. No.
Exact. All right, and then also the plot, nice and simple, but it gives you everything you want. It gives you like this new romance between Batman and this new girl who ties into the main villain of the movie and the themes of the movie as well of revenge clouding you and making you become like evil and stuff. And then also it also works as a Batman origin story as well without showing the death scene of his parents. It's so perfect, and they do it all in an hour and 16 minutes. It's incredible.
Ditto. Okay.
Like how do you do that, man? Like give me three moments I had chills like during the movies. The opening credits, when Batman puts on his costume, and then that final scene, bro.
Those are both great. The last two are both good. I'm not gonna argue.
All incredible, and the fact that it's so short is like, zam, wow. It's amazing. It keeps you there. It got your attention, and bam, it lets you out.
Okay, my positives. This movie has a PG rating and it wears that PG badge with honor because most PG movies nowadays are like G movies. Like, here's an example. We have let's see, Sing, and then we have this movie.
Yeah,
And both are rated PG. Batman wears this movie with a PG and it wears it with honor. This is a Batman is takes full advantage of its PG rating, and I love it.
that
It's
it's
I
like
mean,
violent.
you know the scene where the woman's like, "I'll never say the N word in front of Bruce." Yeah, hold on. Oh, never mind. It was a false
Nah,
call.
that's a. See, it's it's got a few good moments of levity in
It
it.
suggests that a Batman has sex in a PG movie.
Yeah,
And Batman and Robin, it doesn't even acknowledge that's a term. It's more. This is a more
it's
of
a bit
adult.
goofier.
This is
Yeah.
a more adult film than any of the '90s Batman movies.
What about Batman
And
Returns?
we're excluding that one. That one's pretty released pretty close to the '80s. So
I don't know. It's like 3 years,
uh,
2 years
whatever. That
maybe.
this movie wears the PG badge with a with with honor. I love it when I love it when a PG movie just goes there, and we don't get to see that as often anymore because now PG movies are safe and for little babies,
Yeah,
and now
nowadays things
PG-13 is basically for
PG.
5-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly. Most PG-13 movies nowadays are like for 7-year-olds,
Yeah,
basically.
Avengers movies.
Marvel movies, yeah. Most of them are like
Like the
really
lower
tone.
caliber ones.
Yeah, some of them can have their moment. Like Infinity War. I don't know. I don't know if a 7-year-old could handle Infinity War.
No 7-year-old can handle Endgame.
Or yeah, Endgame, Infinity War, something like that. But I mean, like a lot of them they
Yeah,
can handle.
yeah, but seriously, what is I mean, another thing, like you said, Mark Hamill's performance as a Joker absolutely steals it. But I think the voice actor for Phantasm is beautiful. That I want to see this villain come back. I want it on it
The
to see.
Phantasm.
Yes, the Phantasm. Whatever. Bring him back for the sequel to the Batman. They already greenlit it. Bring her back. Put
Your
her in that
angel
movie.
of death awaits you.
No, I could do the voice better.
Do it.
Chucky saw
Oh
your
damn.
angel of death awaits. And then crushes the angel
Hot
statue on his
damn.
head.
Yeah.
Seriously, they kill someone in a pretty graphic way for a PG movie.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
the scene where the Joker like spins around the chair, or no, not
yeah,
the Joker, but they spin around the chair and the guy's dead and he's like smiling and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Or like the
Uh,
laughing gas scene with the guy where he gets laughing gassed up and he can't stop laughing.
yeah. Um, the ending, like you said, like the whole entire like finale is pretty good. I will say it's not my favorite, but I liked it a lot.
Not your favorite?
But and yeah, like you said, the origin stuff was also pretty done well. It almost makes me feel like I wanted a movie solely on that. Like, you know
This
what I meant,
is.
right? That.
This is
By
though.
not entirely though, but
Well,
I want
it
more of it.
skips the parent stuff, but I kind of like that because the parent stuff has like been really overdone. So it's kind of a fresh take on the origin story.
I honestly like it when they show the parents' death, but that's beside the point.
They showed it in the show though, so I'm assuming they did the Batman animated series. So I
They
guess they
did.
didn't want to do it again.
They definitely did. They milked that cow dry.
You've seen the show?
Oh no, haven't seen the show, but I've watched like there was an evolution on YouTube of evolution of Bruce Wayne's parents being murdered. There's like 100 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Zam.
Well, either way, like you said, the music's great. Mark Hamill's great. The Phantasm is great, and the action scenes are pretty good too.
Yeah, the
Like,
action scenes.
yeah, my
The
favorite has to be my favorite action sequence has to be when Batman's running from the police. But there's also a problem with that, which leads to my negative soon because, and it's has a bat. I'll get to it when we get to it.
my favorite action scene was the biker scene. It doesn't actually have Batman in it. It's like Bruce
Yeah, I
Wayne,
know.
yeah, fighting these thugs. Really
Yeah,
cool scene. Like the moment where he jumps up in the air and like punches the guy in the face in slow
yeah,
mo. That's a
yeah,
really sick moment.
yeah. For like 10 seconds, Zack Snyder directed edited Batman.
Yeah, but it was sick as heck though.
Yeah,
It's such a
yeah,
great scene.
yeah. Trying to keep it PG over here with your language.
Sick, yeah, it's pretty sick. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
pretty radical. You know what I mean?
Oh my god. Okay, do you have any mixed? Cause I don't really have any mixed.
I think I have again. No, wait, no, I don't really have any mix. No.
What about negatives? Like,
I think I have some nitpicks. Like
lay them on the floor.
I think my one nitpick is the Phantom's power wasn't exactly made clear. So
It's illusions.
yeah, but I thought at first how they did it was the Phantom just put gas out, right?
Uh
And
huh.
then in the gas they would move and stuff. But they can clearly teleport. Like throughout the movie they're like teleporting and I just realized that. Like by the end and it kind of distracted me.
They're not teleporting. It's all an illusion.
I don't know what that
Like
means
distraction.
though.
It's okay.
They're clearly teleporting. Like they
They're not
smog.
teleporting. It's an illusion.
What
They're
do you
trying to
mean an
trick you. They're trying
illusion?
to trick you with positioning.
No, because she freaking teleports out of the bomb explosion at the end of the movie to like a boat.
She disappears, and then after the explosion, she went to the boat. She doesn't teleport to the boat.
No, but there's a moment in the film where she's like far away from the spot. Smoke happens, and then she cuts, and then the smoke's, and then she's there. She's been teleporting, man. She took the Joker with her at the end. Remember? Like the smoke came up, and then they both
Dude, she
disappeared.
just made a ton of smoke, and then she just hauled butt.
She did
I'm,
not
I'm
run,
also,
bro.
I am also trying to keep it PG here.
But like, there's no way she ran. That had to be a teleport.
I'm still pretty sure it's an illusion. I am 100%
Mm.
sure.
No. I don't think it was. It's too unrealistic. Like it's a negative. It's definitely a negative. It's just it distracted me at one point. I was watching the movie and then she like teleported or ran or whatever happened, and I was like, what the heck? What is her powers? Like what is she
She
doing?
doesn't have any powers.
Yeah. But then how did she get so far?
Illusions. She's an illusionist. You
No,
can
it
do,
makes no sense, man.
dude. You can do a lot of things with the. You can trick a person's mind really hard if you're good at it enough.
No,
Trust me.
I swear to God, man. She teleported.
She did not tell. Oh,
How does
do we
she
have any
run
more
with the
negatives?
Joker? How does she run with the Joker?
What's the? She she did not
Teleported.
teleport.
She
She did not
teleported.
teleport.
She did
She did
too.
not.
She has the
It's a
power to
suspension.
teleport.
It's a suspension of disbelief.
Well,
It
it
was an
distracted
illusion.
me. It distracted me.
Okay. Do you have any other negatives?
No, that's my only negative.
Okay, my negatives. You're not gonna be happy with this.
I'm not. And I'm gonna
Um,
argue with you.
this movie suffers from what I will now call the Dark Knight syndrome or Halloween 1978 syndrome, where people praise this to the gods as like this is the greatest thing, nothing has ever matched it, and I'm like, what? No, this is good, but calm down. It's good, but it's not like god
Why is
status.
it called the Dark Knight syndrome?
You know how everyone praises The Dark Knight like it's the greatest thing in the universe? Have
Yep.
you ever been on the internet? That's why I call it Dark Knight syndrome. Halloween, the old Halloween has it. Texas Chainsaw has it.
Texas Chainsaw is genuinely good.
Yes, but it's still at the god status.
Why not?
But many movies have surpassed it.
Yes, I mean movies can be better than other movies, but I mean like
Yes, but then you have those people on the internet, and trust me, if you've ever been on the internet,
but it's like
especially Reddit,
it's
I've
like
been
a
on
cult thing.
yeah, but then people praise it like this is the greatest thing ever. Hi,
Yeah, but those are fanboys.
masterpiece.
Those are people
Yeah.
that like personally love the film, but it's like a cult thing though. It's not like it's IMDb's top 250 or something like that.
Oh,
Or
it
like
is. It is.
the movie
The
it's
Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. Yes.
The Dark Knight is. I know that. The Dark Knight's high on there. Mask of the Phantasm isn't though.
Yeah, but it's still like this is great. This is amazing. This is my personal favorite. And I'm like, what about this is? I'm gonna get into why, and here's why.
I'm one of those
This
guys, so you can fight me on this, man.
this movie is missing about like 30 minutes of content. I am 100%
What
sure
you
about it.
mean?
This movie needed at least 30 more minutes because while I do like that it's a get in get out movie, there needed to be more time on the movie because I felt like there are certain moments of this movie where I felt like you didn't fully develop that. You needed there were some
Like what?
scenes that were missing. There were some deleted scenes that you did not add.
Nah.
Like there was a moment where Alfred's like when they realized like what's her face came back. Who was
The girl?
yeah
I forgot her name, but the girl. Just call
yeah
her.
what's I'll call her what's her face. So
Yeah.
Alfred says what. So when Bruce and what's her face. When what's her face comes back, Alfred says, "Are you going to talk to her, Bruce?" And then Bruce, for some reason, acts all angry and it's like, "You think you really know me, don't?" you, and they have
That's
like this
funny.
art comment. And I'm like, where did that come from? There's no reason why you have to be so oh
I
like
saw that
be
as
like a
humorous.
that is not it's and like, I was like, what about that made you be like such a smart aleck towards him? Like
I thought
what?
that was funny because he just like.
Like,
Are you talking about the scene where he jumps into the Batmobile and like leaves?
yes,
That scene's funny, dude.
that is not funny. That is
They
just
play that as
unnecessary.
comedy. He's like a man baby. He like crawls into his Batmobile. He's like, "You don't know me, Alfred," and then drives away. And then
Yes, but to me, to me, it feels like unnecessary conflict that was never developed and is never resolved because movie acts like it never existed.
no, but the thing is, to me, it just seems like the movie. It's a part of like establishing their characters. That Batman is a moody, kind of angsty guy, and you can tell that they've been through situations like this before because the animators clearly animated a part, and I watched carefully where Alfred, he's like standing there right after he leaves, and he's like groaning basically with his face. He's like, "Oh, come on, you do this to me all the time." It's like funny, like the face he makes.
I clearly did not pick up on that. Also, while I do like there's flashbacks for the sequences, I have two problems with it. One, it takes up a bit too much of the main story. It takes up a bit much of it, whereas like I like these, but can we focus on what's actually going on, please?
But
I
that
mean,
is the story pretty much.
it is, but I want to go like to what's actually happening. Why not? There, I don't know. It's just it kind of bothered me, and two, Kevin Conroy's Bruce attitude, like in his earlier flashbacks, was not on his A game. I felt like as Kevin Conroy as Bruce Wayne in those flashbacks didn't. The voice just was like didn't. No, you did better in the Arkham games.
It sounded fine to me. It was just kind of smooth voice like Bruce. I don't know.
It just felt unnatural to me. It felt unnatural.
I don't know. Something about it didn't bother me. I don't know. But getting back to the flashbacks, part of the thing about the flashbacks is, first of all, it's so.
If you're gonna tell me the meaning of those flashbacks,
No, because they're
you are
central.
telling me
I don't
it's
have to
basically
explain
you
them.
telling me what grass is.
No. What I like about the movie is that everything in the flashback, literally everything they show in the flashback, is connected to the central plot and is
It
important.
is. It is. That's not what I'm saying that it's unnecessary. It's that there is more focus. I feel like there was more focus on them than the actual story that was taking place.
But to me, that is part of the actual story taking place. Like it's integral. It's just a
It
different
is.
presentation. It's like this. Here's the whole thing is a part of the whole story, included the flashbacks, right? But they just break it up in a different structure. So a normal movie would show all the flashbacks all at once in like the first chunk of the movie, and then get into that part. Where this movie decides to split it up into these dreamlike flashbacks, right? These kind of like nostalgia feeling flashbacks, right? Like they give you a feel like that they missed the past.
Okay, I'm gonna fight you on this. All movies I've seen with that have flashbacks do it this way, like spread it across, and two, I'm gonna get back to why I said their movie is missing like 30 minutes, is because when we get into the actual narrative of the story, nothing in all that. Okay, I'm gonna mention a plot hole that you cannot disagree with me on,
All right,
and
try
that
me.
is how does Batman automatically just? It has that the thing where they in Batman Returns where it's like they have the symbol even though Batman they all think Batman was a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the exact same here.
It's the
That's a
same thing in the
plot hole.
Batman.
You no. Well,
Mm-hmm.
in the new one?
Yes.
No.
Batman. No, remember the scene in the police station where Batman punches Jeffrey right in the face, and it's all to act so he can get out of there.
Yeah.
Well, never
Yes.
throughout the movie again the police have any trouble with him. Plot
But that
hole.
doesn't excuse for that. No. No. I'm going.
Well, I'm just saying you got to criticize the Batman for the same thing, but it doesn't really matter. Like I don't really care about plot holes enough to like
No, no,
put it
no,
that
no,
high.
no. The Batman. They
Same
all
plot
forget,
hole.
but there's a difference. Batman earns the respect throughout the ending of the movie. They do. He does. He saves people. They see him as this non-violent vigilante.
What
They see
about
him as
during the
this villain.
Catwoman and the Penguin scene?
The Catwoman and the
When
Penguin scene.
Catwoman goes to kill that one guy, right? And then the Penguin's
Yeah.
out there with the cops, and the Penguin's like, I didn't do anything," and the cops, like, he shoots at the guys at one point, and the cops arrest him, and Batman's just standing there, like, and the cops are doing nothing to like get Batman.
No.
Yes.
What scene of the movie that happens at the end of the movie and cops were not present at
No, 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 no,
all.
no. Right when Catwoman is trying to kill the dude played by what's his name?
Christopher Walken.
No, no, no. I'm talking about the Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman.
Lindsay.
Yeah,
Lindsay
no.
from Narcotics.
Catwoman tries to
Trying to
kill.
kill Lindsay
No, 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 no,
from
no.
Narcotics.
I think what's his name?
Lindsay
No, the
or
actor, the actor.
Kinsey. I don't know the actor's name.
John Turturro.
No, that's not John Turturro. Wait,
Yes, it
are you
John
talking
Turturro.
about like on the bridge thing?
When
Like,
Catwoman tries to kill John Turturro in the new Batman.
and they're bringing him in
Yeah, and the police are out there, and Batman's out there, and the police don't do a thing to Batman.
because Gordon probably he simmered them all down.
But he punched him in the face. To them, at least. And that was a whole, like, group of them that wanted to arrest the Batman against Jim Gordon's will. So, plot hole, same plot hole.
Not the same plot hole.
It is the same plot hole.
They have a reasoning for it.
What is it? I can understand if the police and Batman meeting up were, like, only at the end where he's, like, saving people at the very end of the Batman. But there's scenes before then where Batman and the police are together after the incident where he punches Jim Gordon.
Here's the thing, I'm not sure, it's just not a confirmed reason, but the reason I have in my head is that Gordon simmered them all down and said they're probably distracted by the fact that they caught, the biggest crime boss in Gotham, and that Gordon also simmered them down, and they're all ignoring it. But in here, there's no one to simmer them down. Everyone thinks Batman has murdered people, and they somehow have this, and for some reason they have the symbol up, and Batman's just there.
You're
Even though
talking about at the end of the movie? Like the very end? Like
yes,
the final shot?
yeah.
The same logic could be applied to this movie. What if in between the time which that ending thing happened and the killing incidents happening, Batman could reveal like the whole entire plot of what happened to the guys and that it was the Phantasm.
You think Batman? There's no space.
It makes
There's a
just as
time.
much
It's
sense.
literally right after. It is
Right.
literally right after.
No, 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 because it's a shot. It's the shot of frig. It's the shot of at the very end. That's all it is. It's just Batman with the bat symbol.
Yes, and they have no reason to put that up because they all think he's a murderer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But look,
That he killed people, which is the same as Batman Returns. They all think he murdered someone, and yet they still have the symbol, and it makes no sense.
same thing with the Batman.
No, there are reasonings for that.
No, there's not. There's no
'Cause here's the thing,
canonical reasonings.
between that scene in the Batman where he punches Gordon and how they get there is a reasonable enough time where Gordon could have settled the blow and things have happened that could have simmered that whole thing down.
Same thing
There
in
is
this
no
movie.
time in between those movies. It literally happens directly after the final confrontation
It just
with
cuts. No, because it just
Phantasm and
cuts.
Joker.
No, because it just cuts. Remember, it cuts from the big explosion, and then Batman's back in the Batcave. You see the girl on the boat, right? And then
Yeah.
it cuts to Batman with the end credits in the
All
final
in the
shot.
same night.
No, it doesn't have to be all in the same night.
But it is implied.
It doesn't have to be though. Plus, Batman, the Batman, it like happens the day after or whatever. Doesn't that movie take place in like a constrained amount of time, like not too long?
It takes place within in like 2 months.
2 months? Well, even then, it still makes no sense that the police, because the police were gonna go after Batman when they were right before he even punched Jim Gordon, but then he added that on top of it.
I'm not gonna fight you on this.
Because it, like, fight me on this, because I want to know genuinely, like, please justify it, like the plot hole, because the plot hole in this, like, if the police are aware of that huge explosion that happens at the end, why would Batman just cause a giant explosion, right? Batman could,
Because in here they think he's lost his mind because he's murdering people.
but at an empty location.
Yes.
No, why would he blow up an empty location? It makes no sense.
Because they think he's lost his mind.
Even still, like, that's not logical. The police would have an
When you
investigation.
lose your mind, you don't do logical things according to. Can we move on from this?
Alright, yeah, it's the smallest plot hole, dude.
Okay.
We're like two little Batman fanboys fighting over which one's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, what's another negative you have?
This movie feels like Batman Hush, which is ironic, which is weird because Batman Hush became before this, but I've read the comic Batman Hush before watching this movie, and I felt like I was watching like this is kind of the same thing because the main villain has a personal relationship with Batman, and I felt like I've seen this before. I've seen it before. Also, even though I went into the movie knowing the twist, I felt like this twist was poorly implemented. Like I could have told, I could have, I knew, I if I didn't walk in blind to this movie, I would have known within like the first 5 minutes it was that chick. It was the red-haired chick.
I'm cool with that because they don't, like, treat it like a big reveal. There's no dramatic, like, super dramatic music. It's just kind of generally reveal, like, setting up the motivation, like, behind her doing that throughout the movie, and then, oh, now you got the motivation. Here's basically what's going on. Like, they just play all their cards. Even if it's obvious, it's like, it's not supposed to be a huge mystery. And it's not
Okay,
treated that way.
fair enough, fair enough. I'll give you that. Fair enough. That's just a little nitpick I have
That's a
because
fair nitpick.
eh, um. hmm.
Anything else?
I don't know. It's just maybe I was just disappointed because you hyped this up so much that this is great. As every video I saw hyped it, and I guess I was just underwhelmed. Maybe that's just the thing here. I was underwhelmed. I was disappointed.
How so?
I just felt like this movie. Like I think I told you this at school. I felt like the movie didn't live up to its fullest potential.
But
I
I would like to know, like, what you would want from this, you know?
I would want maybe less on the flashbacks. Like, still have the flashbacks that connect throughout, but keep them minimalized. Have a longer runtime that explores like more of the characters. Like, give more Batman, give more Phantasm, like give more like development to these other characters,
Hmm.
and maybe have more like scenes that explore that. Maybe not have like random conflicts out of nowhere, like I said, with like out between Alfred and Batman, and just have more like a. I feel like this movie would work perfectly if it was like an hour and 47 minutes. That it just added more scenes dedicated to them instead of just flashback upon flashback with interwoven into the story eh, that is very short. I felt like this could have been much better. I don't know. I'm just rambling on at this point. I was just very disappointed.
Alright, so Aiden, what would you give Mask of the Phantasm?
Well, simple. I have mostly positives for this movie than I do negatives. It's just my negatives may be more than you might expect, but in all, an 8 out of 10. It's a good movie. I would still recommend it. It's just I have some I was just underwhelmed and have a couple of minor issues with it. But overall, good movie. Very good movie, in fact. Like if I had to rank my Batman movies, this would be like number 4.
All right, now real quick, let me ask you this: if you came into this with like zero hype, like, would
hmm
you would you like it more?
I think I might. Yeah, I think I might. It's
Because
just
that was my experience with the film first time seeing it. I had like zero expectations. I just kind of turned it on.
yeah, maybe it's a difference in I can't talk perspective because I came in with hype and also I just came off of watching *Malignant*, so
How was
which
that?
was an absolute insane movie. By the way, we need to do a review of *Malignant* because that movie is
Sure, I'll watch it. You know what? I'll watch it. We'll do
absolutely
it.
that movie is absolutely nuts. I mean,
Yeah.
you've watched it, right?
No, I haven't. We should. I should watch it so we can do one.
Oh, I thought you watched it. That's why I watched it. Yeah. Just so you know, that movie is bonkers. It is absolutely insane. It is cheesy, but that's beside the point. We're getting off our point here. So
All right, for me,
yeah.
this has always been one of my favorites, very beloved in my heart. My favorite Batman movie. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10.
Hmm.
If I were to rank the Batman movies, it would go this, Dark Knight, and then the Batman. Those are my top three.
I still think my top three are Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Batman. Well, not in that order. In order would be from worst to best: The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and The Batman.
Batman number one.
Yeah,
Dang.
that is still my favorite movie. Probably my favorite movie of the year.
Wow. I think mine is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I don't know. I kind of want to see the new Nick Cage movie.
Which one's that? Oh, what's that called? The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also want to see the new Michael Bay movie, Ambulance.
You haven't seen it yet? I thought you were gonna see it.
I tried to, but then my dad got surgery.
Oh. Oh well. Best of wishes to him. You know.
Oh no, he's fine. He's great.
Well,
He's fine. He's absolutely fine. He just had a hernia.
what's a hernium?
I don't know. It's like
I'll cut this out.
a lump on your chest. I think like a lump
That
on like
sucks.
something's out of place. He had three of them, but he's fine now. He's great. I wasn't all that worried. He was
Uh,
gonna be fine.
I'm glad he doing good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Batman Mask of the Phantasm, 9 out of 10. Favorite Batman movie. One of my favorite movies. I would put this in my like top 100 movies.
I think I'm gonna have to decrease my score. It's a 7.5.
Decrease. Oh my god.
I
What made
don't
you come
know.
to that?
It's just it just didn't hit me the same way it did you. To me, this is an average movie. 7.5.
It's just. Is it just kind of like look? Cause you listed your flaws, and I don't think the your flaws kind of sound like that rating. You know, but it could be just that like. Is it just like it doesn't click with you personally?
It doesn't click.
Yeah. I mean, certain types of films and
It's like there's a YouTuber I watched that called it like a bookshelf movie. Like you have it around to say, "Oh, oh, you watched that? Yeah, that's great." And I'm like, "Hey, you actually like reread that and watch that a lot?" And it's like I lie like, "Yeah, I do." And inside I'm like, "No, I don't. I've watched it like once."
dude, no,
Or I've like read
I've seen this thing like 6 times. I show this thing to like everyone. Look, I watched it first time I watched it like a
I feel
week,
like it would I feel like maybe I should watch it a second time. I don't know, but this is my
maybe.
initial reaction. This is
I
my
think
initial reaction.
it's a fair reaction. You know, I fell in love with this from first watch. I watched it once. I rewatched it again a week later, and then I showed it to my brother. Watched it with him. Watched it with my mother. Showed it to my friend, and now I'm rewatching it now with you.
I'm sorry, bud. Just didn't just didn't hit me the way I wanted it to
Nah,
hit.
it's cool. It's cool to get a different perspective. 7 isn't the worst score. I mean, I gave Nightmare on
Yeah,
Elm Street 7.
yeah, and we all like that movie.
Yeah, we
I
both like that.
mean, probably like it a little. Maybe it's like you. Nightmare on Elm Street clicked with me more than it clicked with you.
Yeah, we're like, I love this movie,
Yeah, I love Nightmare on Elm Street.
man.
You thought it was a good movie. I thought this was a good movie. You think this is good. Great.
I don't know if this is just me, but I think of this as like halfway like a great Batman movie, and the other half like a great animated movie. Like it's not
Oh,
fully,
and as a
yeah.
Batman movie, yeah, it drops a little bit for me because there isn't enough of it. Like I said, needed like 30 more minutes to like flesh everything out. But as an anime movie, yeah, great.
It's not like the most Batman-y movie. Like
Yeah,
it's kind of lacking when it comes to those elements, but to me it's fine because it delivers with its story, like its own thing.
I can understand that. Just I don't know, something about it just didn't click.
I will say though, I am super super happy this exists.
I am glad too because I'm glad I watched it. I don't regret it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I watched it.
And the fact that like a movie that's kind of an extension of Batman the Animated Series with the same like the same animation style and the same type of plot of the show like that would have exist, and it's
Mhm.
great and that it actually like works.
Also, no offense, I think the Lego Batman movie's better.
Whoa, buddy. Okay, offense.
Slightly by a margin.
Offense, dude. No, 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 no. How's it better?
Just clicked with me.
It clicked
That
with you.
it clicked with me more. Seriously, this movie just didn't work for me.
Oh my god, man. Like, look, what moment in the Lego Batman movie is as great as the finale in this movie?
When they go through all the montage is of Batman's history.
Nah, that's a
It's
cute little
funny.
moment. It's a cute little moment, but it's not like a kind of moment. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that movie is much more deeper than this
But
movie.
are you for real? How's it deeper?
Batman learns to accept to have more people in his life after neglecting everyone else out of his life because of the tragedy.
That's standard Batman. That's like a simple idea to come up with Batman. It's a complex idea, but it's quite easy because like you think about this. Batman's parents got killed. Batman is a sad and lonely guy. Batman needs to connect with people. It's a good idea for like a kids movie. Like surprisingly good. Like I'm glad that it went for something. Like I don't even think that's a bad movie. That's a good movie. I'm just saying
How
like
about this Mask of Phantasm? Batman has love interest that comes back, turns into villain. They Batman and villain fight. Villain disappears. Batman is sad.
but that's just the plot, dude. That's like thematically it's different because thematically the girl is becoming what Batman became, right? And it's
Yeah.
sort of a loss of the past and the good times Batman had before he was Batman, and the like kind of Batman reminiscing and reflecting on how he became what he became.
Okay, maybe I. Okay, I'll admit it. I was kind of lying on the thematic element. I just got more enjoyment from the Lego Batman movie.
Okay, that's fair.
I just this movie just didn't click with me on the same level.
All right,
Maybe I maybe I could rewatch it sometimes. Like maybe this is like a movie like if
you
I
could.
threw it on like every like once a while, like every year or so, I wouldn't mind. But it's not something I'm gonna hold dear.
Yeah, man, you do you. Me personally, I'm gonna keep this in my heart. Aiden, I know you gave this a 7 out of 10, which is a positive review, but you a hater, dog.
I'm a hater.
Yeah, you're a Phantasm hater, my boy.
A Phantasm hater. You're a Dark Knight hater for not having that number one.
I like Dark Knight. I like Dark Knight.
But you see, according to the internet, if you do not have the Dark Knight at number 1, you are a hater.
Oh, I'm a hater. Yeah, because
We
I
are
don't
all
think.
haters in the. Everyone is a hater in this episode.
Yeah, everyone's hating on everything. I'm out here hating on the Lego Batman movie. You're hating on Mask of the Phantasm.
I'm not hating on it, which is. Oh my. The internet is too crazy.
Yeah, it can.
Far too sensitive.
You're having an opinion that is different than mine?
Gasp!
Oh, that's crazy, man. It's not like you're like a critic or anything. Like you're supposed to bring some perspective or something.
Oh, come on, we're both film critics here.
Hey,
We're two critics bringing our opinion to the world. Or
who?
to whoever sees this.
Hello to
I
those
don't
13
know.
people out here listening to
Who
us.
who are the 47 that watched our we're still
50.
asking the question, who are the 40 or so people
50.
watching The Last House on the Left? For goodness sake.
I know. What the heck?
I am checking again. Hold on.
It's like 50 something now. I swear.
Hold on.
It's nuts, dude. It's wacky.
I'm gonna I'm gonna check back on our stuff now. Okay, Hills of Ice Part 2. We got 12 views. We have 56 on our last house on the left. That is.
That's crazy.
Hold on, I'm checking our other ones. We're gonna do this. We're gonna check our daily scores on everything.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Go back. Okay, 56 views on the last house on the left. For Hills of Eyes, we have now 36 views. Batman, we have 38 views. Deadly Blessing, we have 23. Swamp Thing, we have 17 views. Oh, um, Nightmare on Elm Street, 20 views, and Hills of Ice Part 2, 12 views. We're losing views, man.
We're gradually, yeah, but Hills have the Hills Have Eyes one's relatively new.
It is. It is. I mean, our Nightmare on Elm Street did much better than our Swamp Thing one.
Yeah, plus, I mean, who's seen like Hills Have Eyes Part 2? Like for real?
Yeah, for real.
No one.
They're gonna enjoy that one because I'm just ranting the entire time.
I think there's going to be a decent amount of enjoyment from this one since
Yeah, I have a difference in opinion.
we forgot to wrap it up though.
Oh, we forgot to wrap it up. Stay tuned for the Blood Bros. Our next video is going to be. Okay, I already quoted the movie. You haven't
Your mom.
made your joke yet. Okay, that will count as our joke.
No. We're
Yeah,
not
that'll
ending this on a
count.
your mom joke, dude.
We're ending this on a your. How
No,
about
we're
your
not,
dad
dude.
joke? How about that?
Your dad looks like feces toad pools, my man.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Your
We're
mom
wrapping this.
jokes. No, let me look this up real quick. Let me plagiarize real quick.
Cool. Okay, I'll wrap this up.
Your
Stay
mama's
if
so
you're.
fat, when she fell, I didn't laugh.
By the way, this is the Blood Bros. If we're continuing we're also continuing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're also still continuing our Wes Craven review series. Our next video, Jesus Mateo away from the monitor. Our next video will be Deadly Friend, which is a studio monstrosity that we will hopefully laugh our bollocks off, just like The Happening. Either
I'm
way,
hyped.
stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Please view this video. We are losing views.
Go watch Ghost Dog Way of the Samurai.
Sure, I don't know what that is.
It's a good movie.